All right, guys, we are finally back on the E300 race car. It has been on the back burner for months because I've been working on, paying the bills and restoring these old diesels. So today we are going to get the 5-speed BMW manual transmission. That's out of a European diesel BMW. Bolted up to the engine. Here is Diesel Pump UK. This is their adapter. Has the flywheel built in with the bolts. And right now we're putting in these bolts, red Loctite, 65 Newton meters. We're going to go ahead and bolt this onto the engine. And here's my helper, Alexander. He's my buddy. He's not my helper. Alexander's the help. And Alexander just put the new slave cylinder on the BMW transmission. And don't we have a throwout bearing too? Here's the throwout bearing, so that's going to go on there. And I got 2 of these when I ordered them. I got these from Luke. He just found them on eBay in Europe because you really can't find them here. So I got 2 of them because, in racing I can't tell you how many times I've blown up a transmission. So I was like, all right, I'll get 2. And we just picked this one to put it on because that one looked a little cleaner inside. Now, I mean, it's obviously not right there, but it had a little bit cleaner looking clutch fork and input shaft. So we're gonna go with that one. Anyway, let me go ahead and get that torqued to spec. All right, let's go ahead and get this torque down here. So I like to torque them, of course, in a star pattern, and bolt the clutch onto the adapter. And you can see clutch cover, M8 bolts, 30 Newton meters. And we're not going to use red Loctite on the clutch bolts because you got to change clutches. So we're going to drop just a little drop of blue on there.
I got you.
So also what's important, guys, you see the orientation of this clutch. So if you look at it from the side, see how this side sticks out more than this side here? See how that doesn't stick out as much? That's the side that goes against your flywheel. Is it still in view there?
Yep.
All right. What's in there?
Get it on the dowels.
Oh, I didn't see the dowels. That's nice. That's convenient. It's got dowels on there. I'm not used to that. Press in a little bit. And those are the fingers that they're used to disengage the clutch. And basically, once they're in the right spot, this is just a sanding block I found laying on the ground. It's not actually wide enough to do this, but like a straight edge, if you run a straight edge across, you're going to want your fingers to be right underneath the face of this. So I'll show that when I'm done. There you go. This is just some wood trim I had over there. It's straight enough. See when I rub it across here? See how the pressure plate fingers are below the surface? That's what you want. If you had if you torqued it down wrong or there's a problem, you might have some of these fingers sticking up on one side and it would catch. So that's how you want it. Perfectly flush right below the surface of the clutch plate. All right, guys, the next thing we want to do is put on our adapter plate. And this says for the 37DZ. And we have the DZ transmission. So this adapter plate has some nice countersunk bolt holes. There's where it says 37DZ. I don't know if you guys can see it. But we're going to put that right on there. Two of our bolts appear to be for the starter. They're a little bit longer. And then the rest, let's see, one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let me see how these bolt onto here. So there's our starter hole that's lined up. And we'll just get a couple of these started to see. All right, guys, we're just putting in these bolts, and Alexander's going to work on the starter. And I'm just going to do a dab of blue Loctite on all of these. Grade 5, grade 8, grade 10. Look at the tolerance on this adapter plate to flywheel. Let's see if I can get this around here. There you go. Look at the tolerance. That's there you go. That's a tight fit there, but it's a really nice fit. Now we got to get the transmission bolted up to here. All right, guys, we're about to mount up the transmission. Just bolt it to the adapter, and it's very important that you notice here's the bolts that were sent. So there's 3 different sizes. We got short one, long one, and we'll call those the regular ones. But this short one, it goes through, was it right here, Alexander? Mm-hmm. It goes through right here, and you notice it barely comes out the other side. And that is because this hole right here, if you notice, see there's it's a dead end behind it. There's no threads. So that's the first hole from the center. God, you just lifted that by yourself, man. That's why I have Alexander over. He benches like 400 pounds. All right.
We're gonna have to raise this up a little bit.
That guy's got to line up with the splines, and we got to be perfectly. See, I can't see up there. Okay.
Felt like doing that.
So we didn't have an alignment tool. I mean, I have one for just the old Chevy bell housing or Chevy 26 spline clutch, but I think BMWs are 22 spline. So it was a bitch trying to, we took that off a couple of times and realigned the clutch disc. And we just did it by eyeballing it around to make sure it was in the center. And we eventually got it and got the input shaft of the transmission to stab through the clutch disc and into the pilot bearing. And so that is on there. Now we got our bolts in here, and there's a few left. Those are the ones going around the bottom. So we got to get this up in the air and get underneath there to get those bolts in. So we're going to work on that now. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you this. This is a cool part that Luke makes. So here is the back of the BMW transmission, and Luke makes this transmission mount. You can see how it's got the right angles in it, and I think it goes like that, but check it out. It mounts right up there to the back of the BMW and fits into the Mercedes. So that's a nice part. You're definitely going to need to get that or try to fabricate that yourself. All right, hopefully that is a good angle for you guys. We're going to take lots of editing on this one, but because this is going to take us a minute. All right, guys, it is in here. The engine is in here. Still got to do the wiring harness and all that stuff. And it is in here. We have it loosely bolted in place. And let me raise this up and show you the transmission. All right. So here we see the engine mount. That is the so this is the BMW mount, and this is all loose because putting the engine in, you can see Luke, when he designed it, he made slots so it can be adjusted. And we also loosened the nuts here so we could this transmission can be slightly adjusted. But that's what that mount looks like.
Don't forget donkey kicking it into adjustment.
Yeah, and then the final trick is Alexander had to lay on his back, hold on to the sway bar, and donkey kick the bell housing to get the holes, the mounts to line up, engine mounts to line up. But we got it, man. And this car is going to be trick. You guys saw all the suspension build in the other series. 6-piston, 14.5-inch rotors, all polyurethane bushings, N-Trax rally car suspension. Let's go back here. Giant axle. Look at these. This is ground control, kangaroos. Got the kangaroo spindle. Got the big AMG brakes back here. Those are the 4-piston in the back. Polyurethane bushings on the subframe. Let's see. These are custom brake lines. AN, I think 3AN from Summit Racing. But this is this should be an awesome race car. And so now we have to adapt that BMW output shaft to this Mercedes yoke, or whatever you call it, differential yoke. This is called Auto Sports Engineering, and they make an adapter for the BMW transmission output to, there we go, so that bolts on, and then you can put a Spicer 1350, there we go. Actually it goes, there we go. And then you can bolt on a Spicer 1350 U-joint there. So that's what's gonna go on the BMW side. And then the one that I made, yeah, this one is the one that adapts the Mercedes. There you go. And I need to drill out the hole in the middle a little more, but this adapts the Mercedes. So yeah, a 1350 there. And then we can run a straight aluminum drive shaft between the two. And of course, here's the adapted transmission. You can see Luke's, there's the adapter kit inside there. So anyway, we got a little ways to go. Man, the big stuff is done. The engine and suspension are in the car. Now we got to sort out radiator, intercooler. Like I said, we got a little ways to go, but we just knocked out some big stuff today. So hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. Hey, by the way, like and subscribe. I need more subscribers and more likes and more comments. See you next time.